Bro, you ever just sometimes be like, damn, I wish I could just be the fucking person I want to become. Like, I wish I could just be my true self. Like, how do I explain this shit, bro? Like, sometimes, bro, you want to express yourself, you want to be your true confident self. Like, you'll be in fucking class, bro. Teacher will ask a fucking question, you're like, hesitating to raise your hand, you're like, should I do it? Should I not? Like, and sometimes you're just like suppressing yourself, like, fuck, why can't I do this shit? Or you see someone in the fucking gym, you want to ask them a question, you're so close to asking them a fucking question, but you don't do it. You're like, fuck, why can't I ask them that question, bro? Like, the list can keep going on, but basically it's when, you want to do something, be your true self, but it's like you don't have the confidence, or it's like you just can't do it. And sometimes I'd be asking myself, like, why the fuck could I not do it? And some people be telling me, like, yo, bro, just be confident. Just believe in yourself. Just do it. No fucking shit. Like, if it was so easy, bro. If it was so easy, world hunger would be fucking cured. Okay, now I'm playing. But like, bro, if it was so easy, bro, everyone would do that shit. Like, if it was so simple, you see all the guys with low confidence, bro, walk up to that girl and get every girl. All the people in class struggling that are nervous to raise their hand, they would ask that fucking question. It'd be that simple. Like, bro, sometimes I'd be really just thinking to myself, like, why? Why do I care about these things? And I'd be telling myself, like, especially in class, bro, sometimes I'd be knowing the answer. I'd be feeling like a fucking genius, bro. Nigga ask a question, bro, and I'd be like, but I don't, And then I ask myself, like, okay, why? Like, is it because I'm worried about what people think? Or it's just, I don't know, I don't want to be myself? Like, what is it, bro? I'm in the gym, bro. I see the guy doing a weird-ass workout, interesting workout. I'm like, all right, what is this fucking bloke doing, bro? Like, hold on, let me put my phone down. Like, you ever see someone, bro, do something and you're like, damn, bro, like, you want to ask a question or some shit like that? And then sometimes I'd be wondering myself, like, again, I keep repeating myself, like, why? Why can't we just do these things? On paper, it's so simple, like, just be confident, just do it, just talk to that person, just apply for that job, just record that video. If it was so simple, just me recording myself, holding it in the street, walking, that's fucking weird. To me, it's just weird. But I think it's all about your comfort zone, because these are things that I've never done before. Walking around with a fucking camera, bro, vlogging, what is up, guys? It's your boy. Nah, that's not me, that's just weird. I've always been a quiet guy, mind my business, I don't do nothing to stand out. But it's like, how do you get out of that? How do you be like your true self? How do you be you, bro? Because the real you is inside, locked inside, bro. He's in a cage. He's locked up. It's like, yo, I want to do this. I'm locked up. I want to talk to that girl. I want to do this. I want to ask that question. But like, you can't. So I'm like, okay, why? Why, bro? Why can't you start that fucking YouTube channel? Why can't you start that business? Why can't you? Bro, I keep repeating myself. I'm turning in loops. It's like I'm in denial with myself. And I feel like so many people are just know what I'm talking about, because we're in this infinite loop of denial. Because we're like, okay, why didn't I do this thing? And then you give yourself a fake answer. Oh, I'm just not that kind of guy.
I'm not the type of guy to record myself in public.
I'm not the kind of guy who talks to people in class,
I'm more laid back. I don't really talk to random people I don't know, or I don't raise my hand in class. I don't ask people.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Like, am I bugging right now? Or am I the only one who thinks these things? Because there's no way. Sometimes I be thinking to myself this shit, bro. Oh, I don't do that because that's not me. That is absurd, bro. So you gonna stay in one fucking box for the rest of your fucking life? That's what I'm telling myself? Like, right now I'm literally in a beef with myself. I'm arguing with myself. But I feel like that's how so many people are. Maybe you're not, maybe it's just me, it's delusional, but like sometimes, bro, I'm at war with myself. Really just sitting down like, fuck, I wanna do this. But I don't. Because I'm so much of a fucking pussy that I don't fucking do it. And I feel like there has to be other people out there, bro. There has to be people out like this, because it's like, what do I do to be my true self? Like, what do I do to do what I want, essentially? Because if you're not doing what you're thinking about, like activating your true self, essentially, you're not living the life you want to live, and you're living a life basically of what other people want you to do because you're conforming. You know, you want to ask that question, you're not asking it. You want to do something, you're not doing it. So technically, you're not living life for yourself. But why? That's the big question. And I think it's really like, first of all, comfort zone. You know, we're so confined to our comfort zone. You know, it's like we're in our little bubble and we feel safe. We don't want to escape that safety net because if we do, we just feel weird. You know, walking up to that person, asking that question, doing whatever it is, it's just too unknown. There's too many uncalculable things that you cannot calculate, foresee. You know, I'm just a guy who likes to have a perfect plan, have a perfect routine. You know, everything that I see, I have to brainstorm it. Like if I'm asking a question, I create the replies in my brain. If I go up to a girl and ask her about something, I have the replies ready. But that's not how real life works. Like, you could ask her a certain script, bro. You ask 2 questions, bro, she gonna give you a whole different answer. Your mind will be like, okay. So I feel like really, like, you just gotta get out of your comfort zone, be more comfortable with shit, because at times I really be like, damn, bro, I'm missing out. The shit I wanna do and I just can't because I'm a fucking bitch. Like, I'm actually a bitch. It really has nothing else to do with anything else because you're caring about other people. So you're essentially telling me that because you're afraid of what this next man might think about you, you don't want to do what the fuck you're going to do. So basically, if you break this shit down, you're not living your life for yourself, you're living for that other person's validation. So now because you care about the nigga down the door, he could be fucking Timothy, bro. You care about Timothy and John's opinion. So because of Timothy's and John's opinion, you're not gonna fucking start that YouTube video. You're not gonna go and embarrass yourself. You're not gonna go ask that question. You're not gonna go do what you gotta do, essentially, bro. Do you know how many fucking opportunities you're gonna lose, bro? Like, and think about it long term. It's like a ripple effect. Imagine when you're 35. Actually, let's go further. Imagine when you're 55, bro, and you look back at the life you have. You don't have shit because you were too afraid to take it and take action because what? You're afraid of what these people might think? Bro, like, when you break it down, that shit makes no sense. Literally, bro, I be having like thoughts in my brain. I'm like, this shit makes no sense. I'm not doing what I want to do because I'm afraid. So because you're afraid of what people might judge and say, yo, Kyle, bro, you're a loser. You post YouTube videos, what are you saying? But like, realistically, what would happen, okay? Let's say right now I'm afraid to post YouTube videos, okay? Because I don't want people to judge me or think about this. I say I want to be a low-key guy. Okay, let's say I post YouTube videos, then what? I'm gonna post them and send it to people. What are they gonna say? Delete that shit! Your videos are trash! Realistically, they're all gonna say that, okay? And if they do, what would happen? They're gonna tell you your videos are trash, then what? Are you gonna fucking cry in a hole? Nah. If you at least have somewhat self-esteem, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? If you know your video's not trash, who cares? Okay? That won't happen, first of all. Second of all, let's say you post that video. People are just either not gonna fuck with you and not repost it, or they can see the quality of your work and be like, that's a good video, let me repost it. So realistically, how are you losing out? Like, the thing you want to do is not that deep. It's literally one shift, one step away. People think everything is so far, bro. It's literally one step away, and that's when the shift happens. Because now, imagine you want to start that YouTube video. Imagine you want to start, I don't know, that you're too afraid to go network for the internship. But imagine you take that one step. You go to that networking event. You talk to that guy. You took your balls by your hand like a man, bro. You speak to the networking event guy. Next you know, you have an internship. What happens? They're making $30 to $40 an hour. You just changed your whole fucking life. You just changed everything in one step. Bro, it's literally one boom, like you know when you're playing basketball, Euro step. You just have to do a little shift. One little move. That's all it takes. Like, it's that simple. It's so weird. And yes, it's so simple yet so complicated because in our minds we create situations. We create false reality, false narratives, and thinking like, what would happen if this happens? Or what would happen if, bro, who cares? Who cares? Like, who cares? You go into that street, you walk down the street and record yourself, do that fucking video, embarrass yourself. What happens? People are gonna look at you. He's recording himself. Alright, they keep walking. Okay? Think about the most embarrassing, imaginable thing that can happen to you. Imagine you're butt ass naked. Okay, no, I'm bugging out. But even then, yo, it's gonna pass, you know? Okay, maybe not naked, but like, I don't know, bro. I can't even think about something embarrassing because now I feel like it's not that deep. Like, think for example, okay, in class. Okay, Okay, you ask a dumbass question, bro. You raise your hand, ask a dumbass question. The whole class laughs. They gonna think, yo, what a retard. Alright, they laugh. Okay, then what? You think they're gonna be laughing for you for the whole duration of the fucking course? It's an hour class. You did that shit in the first 10 minutes. The rest of the 50 minutes, they're gonna laugh at you. Ha! What a nerd! Bro, what world do we live in? They gonna laugh and forget about that shit. That's it, that's all. You're gonna have a few, 1-2 bystanders, 1-2 anomalies, bro, who gonna maybe make it, like, bring it up the next time. Like, yo, remember when you said that dumb shit? But other than that, bro, the world forgets. The world doesn't revolve around you, bro. Like, no one cares. No one fucking cares about you. And that's the beauty of it. Because no one fucking cares about you, you shouldn't care about them. And one thing I realize is, like, we tend to project our insecurities onto the world and on other people. So, like, you think because you do judge other people and you're like, oh, you're looking at other people and like, what is he doing? But if you think about it also in the other perspective, when you see someone do some dumb shit, you just look at the person, you're like, what the fuck? You're judging him in your mind, right? But you don't judge him externally. You're looking at him and you're like, is he good, bro? And you keep it pushing. So you don't think the other person's doing that, bro? Like, think about the most embarrassing thing right now. I don't know why, I just can't think about it, but think about the most embarrassing thing that could happen to you right now. What would happen after that? It's over, bro. It's done. Like, life goes on, bro. You're not gonna die.
What would have happened if Great Britain would have beat the United States?
What if Ninja got a low taper fade?
You're 21 years old, you're a third-year super senior, you have a full...
But I think, to me, bro, the worst thing that can happen, bro, is you die. Either you die. If you don't fucking die, you're blessed. You don't die. If you don't get physically hurt, you don't die or some shit like that. Like, unless it's something irreparable, you're good, bro. So, do what the fuck you gotta do. Just be yourself, man. Because I feel like, yo, living a life that you don't want to live, living a life you can't be your true self, do what you want to do, man, that's like modern day slavery, bro. And it might sound weird to say, but for real, like, if you're living every day knowing that you have something inside of you want to do, it's like trapped inside, bro, that's a slave, because you're not doing what you want. So in that sense, bro, it's like, damn, bro, just live your fucking life, bro, for real. Live your fucking life and be your true self, because if you don't, who's gonna live for you? No one's gonna come and see if you're happy. No one's gonna come and see if you're doing what you're doing. No one's gonna care. So you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And I think that's the real beauty, man. Be your true self.